me share my screen. I hope by today, like everyone have installed MySQL. And if not, you are going to use dbfiddle, and by end of this class today, you are going to show me the assignment which I am going to give you. All right. Okay. Next, let me share the screen now. So I hope my screen is visible. So it's the select statement writing. So you already have used this select statement. Okay. The select statement syntax is there. Okay. So here select, you have already used this star, okay, but you haven't used the distinct keyword. So if you write this select, is basically selecting one or more columns. Okay, one or more columns. What is the purpose of this distinct? It eliminates the display of duplicate rows. So if there is any duplicate rows are there, then we can eliminate it. And star means selecting all columns. Okay, so when we use select star from employees, that is from any table, then what it does is it display everything, whatever is there. So it displays all the columns. And when you mention the column list, like if you don't mention star and you mention select, then suppose EID and ename, then it will display only those two columns only. Okay. Next is the alias. So alias is that we'll just study, we can give heading to it, but today I'll explain everything. Next we have from. So you know that it specifies the tables or tables containing the columns. Now, the select statement must include a select clause and a from clause. You are aware of it because you have used it. Now, the select clause specifies the columns that you want to display. The from clause specifies the table from, like those columns, okay? The tables. Now, if you want to remove the duplicate rows, what you have to do is you need to use the keyword distinct. If you use the keyword distinct, you can eliminate the duplicate rows. Now we should always remember, this is optional. This distinct keyword is optional. Okay, if you don't use the keyword optional, then it will the keyword distinct, then what happens is it will select all, but that is the duplicate rows will also be selected. But if you want only distinct one, you can use the keyword distinct to eliminate the duplicate rows. Next, how it is used? So in this manner. So this is I have just written the syntax for it. How do you write this query? Select distinct department ID from employees. So it will remove any other like rows which have duplicate values. So it will show only the unique one. Okay, you cannot say duplicate here. You see 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, right? It's not duplicate value. So if you just remember, if you want to remove the duplicate values, go for the keyword distinct. Okay, here is also written, so these things you know, I won't explain you guys because you are aware of it with the syntax right now. You have done it. So this is case sensitive. Now you know this is not case sensitive, right? We can write in small letter, we can write in capital letter, anything it will work. Now we do have some arithmetic operations also in SQL. So let's check. So these are the arithmetic operations. So addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. So you can perform anything. So if I do like this, see, select first name, salary. Then in the third column, I want to add rupees 300 to the salary. There it is possible. Okay, addition works. Okay. Then there is, like we have in maths, Bodmer's rule, right? We have a precedence rule. Here also in data structure we had precedence. Similarly, here also we have some precedence rules. So we know that multiplication and division will be evaluated first before before plus and minus. So that means multiplication and division have the same priority. Similarly, plus and minus, addition and subtraction have the same priority. Okay. So you can also use parentheses here. Check. Okay. So if you do this, it means that 12 we are multiplying with salary, whatever salary is there, into plus 100. Okay. You can try out this comment. Select first name, last name, salary, comma 12 into, so what it will do, first it will, because the parenthesis is used, so plus, if first it will evaluate this expression, the internal expression, salary plus 100, then it will multiply it with 12. Though this, though multiplication have highest precedence, like high precedence than addition, still due to this parenthesis it will be evaluated. Okay. Now this, when you perform arithmetic operation on null values, the result is always null. Okay. So if you have any null value there, so that if you add something to it, the result will be null. That means the null value, what does this null? It is null value is not 0. Okay. Null value, 0 is also value. Null value is something which means the value has not been assigned or is unknown. That is why, so don't think that ma'am we are adding something to the null value, why null is coming, because null value is something we don't know and 0 is not same as null. So you have the example here. If we add 0 plus 100, we know it will be 100, but 100 plus null equal to null. Always remember these things, arithmetic expressions and null values. Okay. Now column aliases. Now you can rename the columns, okay, that using the aliases function. So here, okay, just let me show you. This one, I'll show you this one. Suppose for earlier you have defined in the, whenever you create the table, you defined as create table, suppose then first name, second name, and later you want to change the name to employee name. So you don't have to create the, you delete the table and create the table again. You can just use the command, alias command. Okay. So select first name as employee name, commission PCT as commission earned from employees. Okay, I'll show you these things. Now it's a concatenation. Concatenate means we need to add, we can add. Okay. So here you are see this is a concatenation operator, right? This on concatenation operator, what is standing? Select employee ID, then concatenate with last name as login name. So you check this alias function has been used. That is why it's column header is changed to attribute is logon name, and this one is 100. That is 100 is the employee ID, and this is the last name. Okay. So where clause we have seen once, I think. How do we write it? Select column name from table name where column name operator value. So this is the example, great example of it. Like if we select, we are not selecting everything, but we are selecting this particular column employee ID, first name, last name, salary from employees where department ID equal to 90. So what happens is it will display only the employee ID, first name and last name, salary of those employee working in the department ID 90. Okay. So these are the few guidelines are there. Okay. We'll just see today. We'll be solving. So it has just displayed everything. Where is very important. Then comparison operators are there. So we have equal, then not equal. Just check the sign for the not equal. Okay, equal, not equal, greater, less than, greater than, equal to, less than, equal to, between, and. So whenever you are given a range to find, you can use this between and command. Then like is there. Like is used for to match a pattern. then I and in, then is null. So here is an example of the using the greater than symbol. So here it is select first name, last name, salary from employees where salary greater than 1250. Then here is a less than symbol where higher date equal to this one, 1st January 10. So it is coming. This is a not equal to symbol where location ID not equal to 1700. So you find no ID is equal to 1700. Then comparison on null values between operators where you use like select column name from table name where column name between lower limit and higher limit. So I think example is here. Yes. So select the first name salary from employees. I'll show you this thing once we practice. You will be aware. Where salary between this one like 4850 and 800 500. So you will see these things will lower limit will include, okay, but it will not exceed the 800 500. So all the salaries that are between 4850 and 8500 it will display. Next between S and S, suppose we have first name, okay, so it will display like where select first name from employees where first name between S and W. So it's a character, so we need to use a single inverted comma. Okay, so we have all the names starting with S and between S and W is there. Then if W is there, it will show only. I cannot show you, it's just an image. See between and again example is here. It is the in operator. So if you don't want to go for the between, we have this in also. So here you see where manager ID, so you need to mention everything. Between we mention the range. Here we write this one. So select employee ID, first name, manager ID from employee where manager ID in 108 114 120. So you get everything. Okay, this is if you have the particularly it's mentioned in which ID manager ID it have, so it will print. Okay, next we have again in only. So these two things, these two, if you have a particular we can just mention. Okay, then we again have the symbol. This is a like symbol is there, that is for if we have to match a pattern then we use for like. So this percentage symbol is used for representing any sequence of 0 or more characters. If you represent any 0 or more characters, then I'll show you just now. And minus is represent a single. Suppose, what does this mean? Okay, what does this mean? Suppose this one means S percentage. It means the name should start with S. After that, it can be anything. That is why it is giving percentage. The first letter must be S, then after that it can be anything. That is the meaning of, just see, represents any sequence of 0 or more characters. So this means it should match, the first letter should match, that is should be S, otherwise it can be anything. Next column is where column name like S, then their middle and middle is what represents a single character. Like there must be a single character in the middle. After that O, after that it can be anything. And similarly, there must be exactly two characters, and that it should be ending, that it should have A in the middle and then percentage. So you need to find out then. Just let's see an example. So see, select first name from employees where first name like as percentage. So see, you can check everything with like all the first names like starting with S is displayed. Okay, here it means the name should end with A. Yeah, okay, no, not the name should end, name should not be ending with A, but it should have A in the middle. Like in the middle means exactly after one character. So see, all the A's are in the second character, right? And anything can be on the outside. then is null. So this is the column name which is null. So you have like select first name last name from employees when manager ID is null. So you have this one is null condition. I'll show you. I'll just do one example for you people. And operator is there. So lots of operator. I'll be giving you assignment, but I'll be like sharing with you this slide also, because I know you people won't be remembering these things. So just you need to solve. So select first name, last name, job ID, salary from employees where salary greater than 5850, so 2850, and job ID is and clerk. So you are matching, right? So you are getting this thing. Here also the symbol is there, greater than. So lots of operators are there. Let's check not operator. If I explain, I'll give you today like till not operator only. Let's just try. Okay, few of them I have just created the table. Just wait sometime. I'll share the screen. Okay, can you view my screen now?
Ma'am.
Now?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay. Okay. So last day the table I created is all gone. Okay. So today I again created one table. Okay. Name in the using the same database, the student database which I already had. I didn't remove the database. Okay. So first we have this one. I've created an employee table, but I have not inserted the values. So create table, you know, it's a DDL command. So create table employee, I have taken EID as the primary key, and you can also see ename is the varchar, and age is there and salary is there. Okay. Now let me now insert some values and then I'll show you how to use this command. As you know, insert into employee values, then I think age 28, and then salary. Let me insert few values, then only I'll show you. So I've inserted three. Okay, there is a problem. Yes, I haven't given comma. Okay, now let me display. If I want to display anything, as you know, you can go for the starting from. If you want to display all the columns, you can use select start from employee table name. Okay, so you have displayed everything. Now if I want to display a particular row, then I need to use the where clause. So let me do that. Select, suppose I want suppose a EID. Probably I want only ename and salary from employee where age where EID equal to 101. So in this case, Can you check? I am displaying only two things, e-name and salary. Okay, clear this part? Yes.
Ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Easy, right? Next, I have not added any like. Okay, let me insert few values. Then I'll show you. Insert into. Insert. I'll select only. Select e-name, comma age from salary. Not salary, from employee, where suppose salary greater than 20,000. So I have given a statement. See, I am using the conditional operator also. Okay, so I'm writing select e-name age from employee where salary greater than 20,000. So I'm getting only Harry because he have salary 60,000. Similarly, if I want to print select EID, comma e-name from employee where salary less than 60,000 suppose, or 50,000. It's not mandatory, so less than 50,000. So it is 101 Tom and 103 Rohan. So they have salary less than this one, less than 50,000. Again we can print, let me not write it again, I just change. Yeah, where salary, I'll give salary equal to, suppose salary equal to, now I'm showing you the, you know this one. So Tom is having salary 20,000. Now if I give salary not equal to, let me check this whether it's working or not. So salary not equal to 20,000 is 102 Harry and 103 Rohan. Is it? Let me check. Is it? I don't know the value. Yeah, because Harry have a salary of 60,000 and Rohan has a salary of 50,000, which is not equal to 20,000. Okay. Now select e-name, okay, as select e-name as first name from employee. Select e-name as see what I did here. I used the alias command. Okay, I used the alias, that is the EAS. Now before it was what first e-name, right? So I have changed it to first name. Now let me go check DESC of what was the table name, employee. So see here it is not modifying in the table. Okay, it was e-name, so I have changed it to first name. Clear? Similarly, you can change like age also, you can change the salary also. So it is also possible, like select e-name, salary into 12. Let me use a bracket as, I'm just checking this increment from. So what I did is I have selected EID, e-name, salary, and I have added one more column. And that is salary into 12, and have written it as increment. Okay. So this is also possible. Next, like, are you like clear or getting confused? Longkir is waiting.
ma'am.
Okay. Please, anyone not understanding whatever I just discussed right now in the slide, that is only I'm showing you. Okay. Next, let's start. Okay. Select e-name. Select e-name from employee. What was the syntax? Yeah. For employee, where, okay, like, let me use like. I need to check the syntax for this one. I'm not sure about it. I got an error here. Just wait, let me check the syntax. I just forgot the syntax. Okay, I have not written mention that one. I have not given the where clause. My screen is visible, right? Yes, students, please.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Okay. Where e-name, like, it's not like. Still problem. You have an error in your expected manual. Like command.
Ma'am, percentage, only percentage. Ma'am, only percentage
Yeah, I
হবো
know.
নাকি?
Percentage তো হবে একো নাই। এটা তো মিনিং বেলেগ হ'ব
এতিয়া
না। নাই তো মিনিং তো বেলেগ হয় এটো। Where e-name, select e-name from employees, like, let me check the DESC. Rahul is still waiting. Just wait, I'll just end. Like to, I need to check the syntax for the like, maybe this is working, right? This was working. Okay, I have used two likes here. Where e-name, like, page 8, percentage. See, what is the meaning? Now it's working. I was using here like, so that is why there was a problem. When it means like something like this 2 percentages, a few rivers confused. The thing is that A should be in the middle. It can be anywhere. Okay. So that is why A is in the middle. So it is any number of characters, right? Percentage is any number of characters. So what if I give, now you check the difference. Suppose if I write this way, that means it should end with A. Now you find an empty set because there are no names. So first is Tom, second is Harry, third is Rohan. So there are no names that ends with that ends with A. That is why that is why it is printing an empty set. Okay. Now if I start with A also, same thing. Now let me say what is a common character here. N and M. So everything is different only. So if I give starting with, if I want to like write a letter that starts with H, suppose I want to print that one. So it prints Harry. Why? Because Harry starts with H. Safir, clear? Safir?
Yes, ma'am.
Clear now?
Clear.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Next is, let's take the now minus. minus, the minus is the underscore actually. What does this means? Minus means that there is exactly one character before A. So Harry says after A anything can be there. This percentage means any number of characters, but this minus means exactly one character. That is why it's in the middle. A is in the middle, so it's printing, but it's not printing Rohan. Okay, this time it's not printing Rohan. But if I use only the percentage, if I print like, okay, if I give this underscore here, it will print empty set because there is no letters with 3 characters. There is no name with 3 characters, and in the middle there is A. So we have a name, though we have a name that is Tom, but that Tom does not have A in it, right? Are you clear about this minus and plus?
Yes, ma'am.
Everyone? Yeah. Please try, then you will know. I'll just give you some sorts. Okay. Then I don't know, like, okay. Now I want to show you between, I think there is bit. Now let me show you this one. Select ename, EID ename. Let me give it. Yeah, EID ename from employee where age in let me first show I guess this one. 20 and select EID ename from employee where age between. So it's printing all the 3 names because there. Let me show the age also. Let me display the age also. Then it will be more clear. Now you'll be more clear about it. What happened? Okay, so you see all the ages are between 20 and 30. Okay, now if I reduce the ages limit, okay, I'm showing you the 20 and 25. Let me do it 25. Ages in between 20 and 25. I can give salary also. So it's only Rohan. Okay. Now if I want to go for salary age, so just remove this one. Change this age to salary between, suppose, 20,000 and 25,000. Okay. So answer is this one, Tom. Let me show the salary of that person, then you will be clear. So others, like salary was more, right, or less? Only Tom has salary 20,000, so it's displaying only Tom. See, this Tom has 20,000, so it's printing that one only. Are you clear, everyone? Students,
Yes,
clear, right? Okay. Next, I want to go for the in, where suppose salary in 21,000, suppose 35,000, Let's give maybe a long kid again waiting. What happened? He left. 35,000. Let it be. So it is empty set because we don't have anyone who falls under this. Okay, under the salaries 21,000, 35,000. So let me add one salary that will fall. Okay, let me give it, change it to 40 and 15,000, and let me change it to 20,000. Now you see these salaries come like Tom and Rohan, EID and rename. Clear? Yes, students, clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am.
Who have confusion? Safir, clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So I hope like I'll discuss till this much only. I think any more operators, I'll be sharing the slide. Okay, if you have any confusion, go through and I'm then like I will just text you this one WhatsApp, in WhatsApp the assignment. You can try these things. Okay, same command. Okay. Like probably I'm sharing, I'll give you that assignment by 2, and probably by 3:30 or like 3 o'clock I'll again you can share, like by 3:30 you can share with me in the WhatsApp number. Okay, your assignments done. Everyone should do it. Okay, let me take the attendance for this
Okay,
class
ma'am.
then. Just wait, let me take the attendance for this class. We'll have a attendance again. Just wait.
Okay, ma'am.
Please, everyone needs to try it out. Okay, you need to learn. If you have confusion, please ask me.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. Thank you, everyone. So I'm sharing the assignment. Just wait for some time. Now you can leave, take rest, and then I'm sharing.